head agitated. The elephant in the room is, you just showed us some numbers. Back in 2012, you floated documentation around our neighborhoods that showed me that Yates should have got $72,625,000. This is for Mr. Bankhead. You also showed the Bacon should have got $7,125,000. Can you explain to us your rationale for going back and adjusting those numbers to the point that you took $14 million from us, but you increased the Bacon by $59 million?
I have heard several people make that comment, and what I'll explain to you is the document that's been circulated around is an earlier version of budgeting and a draft, if you will, just like we have in any other business or corporation where you go through several iterations of a budget. That's what that was. The budget that was presented to the board of trustees, the budget that was presented to the voters, the budget that you voted on is the $59.4 million that you see now, and it is what we're still committed to do, plus, if we get this additional funding, taking it up to $66 million and change. One of the other things that you look at the sheet that's been circulated around, there were quite a few schools on that list that are no longer on the bond program. So that was an earlier version. There are schools, as much as you may say that the amount changed for Yates did remain and always was committed to something happening and Yates getting a new school. So that was an earlier version.
I guess, because
let me do this for you.
Okay.
And I want you to be patient with it. I want you to make a statement. And I'm going to extend that 2 minutes because that's the elephant in the room. I want you to make a statement so that we can get the clarifying question so we can get an answer. But take a minute or two additional to make the statement. Okay.
Okay, the Jack Yates National Alumni Association has voted and has gone around the community and gotten feedback, and we have determined that to build a new building would not necessarily be beneficial for this community. And our reason for that, well, a few things. We need to get a historical building marker and preserve our footprint, which means that we don't have to worry about whether our school is going to be here from here on. We also know that the Parsons report indicated that it needed $19 million for repairs, but the foundation and the structure of the building was safe and sound. We also do not want our children to have to navigate the unsafe conditions of the rail that will be proposed in the front of the new building. We do not want to lose 1.5 acres of the current space for a retention pond setback of the new building. We do not want to lose our current square footage and other amenities such as the swimming pool for learning to swim and for use of the maritime students, the tennis courts donated by Jim McInvale in 2010, the full auditorium that will allow us to have a full assembly and not a little lecture room type auditorium. One gym for the Jack Yates Lions championship team to deal with other teams where they're having a difficult time right now in the 2 gyms. Also, we want to again regain UIL status, which will never happen with a capacity of 1,500. And UIL status gives us better scholarship opportunities for our athletes. We are aware of the current enrollment of 973, but propose a middle school program in the same building with continuity of programs resulting in an educational mecca and complex. This community, and particularly Jack Yates with the closing of Ryan, needs a feeder pattern school to thrive and survive. We anticipate that this will increase the enrollment of the new high school. We want to create a middle school to high school to associate degree pipeline. We are tired of the fishermen doing the fishing, and we want to fish for ourselves. We want our own children in our building. Let me get 2 more points. And because of the inconsistency of the money available, as well as the constant changes in the proposed enrollment of the school, which we equate to a shell game, We do not want to put ourselves in a position to have to litigate with a mega business such as the Houston Independent School District, who has a history of bad credit in this community. Finally, I am so glad, we have seen, I'm so glad you all passed this out. And I want you to take this when you ride home, and I want you to ride up Cleburne Street. And I want you to look at the new stadium at University of Houston, and you notice the uncanny resemblance of the proposed construction of that particular facility and this particular facility. And we know that there's a possibility of being repurposed or sold to the University of Houston at the new design already has the look and the flavor of a college building rather than a high school. We therefore want HISD to revisit the proposed rebuilding in favor of preserving our building. Everything you have up there can be placed in our same structure this is being allowed in other communities. Other communities, the bond has small print that says you can do what you want to do. So why is it this community can't be afforded the respect of deciding what we want for our school? And we request that the current plans be abandoned and establish a Jack Yates construction oversight team to ensure that the identified repairs be done to industry standards and the remaining money be used to renew, refresh, remodel the current edifice with all the technology and the community.
Thank you very much.
And I have been in the volunteer program here since 1995. I've been a past PTA president, vice president, community relations, served on a number of HISD committees, and I've been involved in the bond since 1998. When my son came to Yates in 2004, the 1998 bond project was still going on. And we came into almost a $30 million renovation under the bond, where buckets were in the hall, in spite of the purported new roof, where wiring was hanging down. I mean, the boys' gym was a mess. And if anybody would recall, when we did win the state championship and won that T-Mobile tournament, and they came to the campus to show what the school looked like, they did not allow the television cameras inside of this $30 million renovated school because it was too embarrassing to HISD. That's what $30 million bought us in 1998 money. We're not getting a $59 million renovation. If we don't renovate it, it's going to be considerably lower. And I think the largest renovation budget I saw was $12 million. So there's a lot of passion for Yates, and I know I have a lot of passion for Yates. But what we have to understand is this Yates belongs to the children who are here now. It is their school now. They have to make their tradition. They have to make history as we were allowed to do. These children that we hold, the children and their parents, want a new school. The principal wants a new school. I'm on the PAT. I have raised hell, and I apologize for that, but I raised hell for 3 years because I too want tradition. There are things that I want. But the students want a new school. The principal wants a new school. The community in my precinct, where I'm precinct chair, voted over 70% for a new $59 million game. Hindsight might be 20/20, but the ballot is...
They got off on the wrong track. One of the assistant principals that was here gave out the wrong numbers, and that is how we got to the point where we did not have the right capacity for them to make an accurate assessment of what the school needed. So here we are. Here we are. We gotta have something, and we gotta have it quick, because if we don't do it, which we try not to get to this point, but here we are. We gotta do it, because if we don't jump on this opportunity right now, just sitting over there waiting for us to turn it down.
Well, it's all over. The meeting tonight here at Jack Yates High School, 3703 Samson, where the community got a chance to hear what they had to say about the renovation of Jack Yates and the other side of that, the new Jack Yates that need to come in. This building is pretty close to 58. It was built in 1958. That's when this structure was built and opened up in September 58. So this structure is well over 50 years. So they had their side of what they want to do, and they told them, and then it is, from what I understand, it's a done deal. It will be a new Jack Yates. Now people are going to have to keep talking, and if they want to continue this fight, and if they don't hurry up and they keep fighting like they're fighting, like Larry Blackman said, Jeff Davis is waiting in the wings. Jeff Davis is hoping that we can keep fighting among each other and they'll be able to get that money. Because HISD got to sit and sell this money. They got to utilize this money. So therefore, they're going to have to put it in Jack Yates, and Jack Yates going to have to make up their mind to get this money, or like Larry Blackman say, the money will go over to Jeff Davis. So it is, the man flat right told him off the get-go. Had a lot of people complaining and bellyaching, but it is what it is. Just like this man say, you can't hold on to old memories. You got to go forward. And everybody knows that this is Midtown. Everybody's seen University of Houston upgrade themselves. Everybody's seen how they did the stadium. So now it's time for Yates to upgrade itself. And they can't upgrade a building that's been here since September 1958. Let's face it, you can't walk on water. It needs to be restructured and redid in a brand new school so it can blend in with Midtown and U of H and Texas Southern, bottom line. But we'll see how it falls out, but that's the real deal that went down. A lot of people left him pissed off and upset, but somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. So this Bully, I'll holler back at you.